How's it going, guys? My name is Alex.
Good evening.
And welcome to a v.5 update review. You're getting some free stuff, and a lot of players, it feels like Konami is just throwing all of these new cards at you, and it's really difficult to decide which ones to go for. So I'm not going to be testing the gameplay in this one, which is something that they updated. I'm going to be talking about the cards, mostly giving you some training guides and suggesting you some players to pick up. There's a Doue. So this is the reason why you're logging in every day in this game, just to get one free try on Olise, and it's a blitz color card. It's a free blitz color. It's not necessarily free per se, just because you still may not get him. Even with the free tries. And let's take a look at the way we can claim that free try. So we just logged in, and there is the reward, and we're getting 10,000 GPs, and after playing some games, I think you're getting some free tries. There's a special menu where you're getting the FIFA World Cup tokens that you can then exchange for coins or general Gattuso, and I would like to see Gattuso playstyle if it's possible. Let me see, rewards, yeah, it's possible. So general Gattuso is out wide manager, tackling and lofted pass +1, so I wouldn't be going here. He has a special link-up play, but it's not like the most important part. It's connecting attacking midfielder, creative playmaker with whole player left or right midfielder. So I would go for coins in this one, and then maybe for booster if you need it. And this is something that you get by just completing some events. And of course, the Doue pack, I want to see if I can actually try and open it. There should be like 30 players, and it's a free blitz color, yet again, daily free draw, one player free. So it's not like you're getting that into your inbox, you're getting like free try instantly. And yeah, an interesting way for Konami to offer you opening these packs, and you're getting nothing as well. I think you cannot accumulate these packs, and there has been 30 players. Obviously, next week we'll see a pack of Neymar. Finally, Neymar is appearing, and Maldini. So they'll be together. There's going to be another player, of course, but we know the levels of these cards, and you can tell that this Neymar is end game. He will have acceleration burst, and I think momentum dribbling. Yeah, so there's going to be Neymar, Maldini, and Raul dummy runner with blitz color. Maldini will be defensive fullback with fortress skill and with IRL fort, so that's the build for a defensive fullback. You can obviously change the build, downgrade all the passing and dribbling to move to defending, and of course, yeah, this is acceleration burst and momentum dribbling are the skills for Neymar. So these are the cards that you may just want to save coins for. I'm gonna be opening these packs on my stream, by the way, very soon, so join me there. There are so many packs. Now this aggressive center in A, and as you can see, these cards are decent. Now Pedro Neto is a player with edged crossing, so I decided to give him a build to improve his passing and lofted pass, and it's pretty pacey player. It's a fantastic card for crossing. Hugo Ekitike gets momentum dribbling, I think, which is not necessarily the best skill for an attacker. I would have preferred to have phenomenal finishing, but still, this could be the build, and yeah, I can obviously downgrade a little bit finishing and improve passing if I want to get it to 70, or maybe even improve dribbling to get to almost 90, right? So you even can try and work it out, make it work, but physical contact is important for me, so I'd leave it in passing, I think. And then, of course, Jan Koller, the player that you usually use to spam crosses onto, finishing 95, physical contact 95, offensive awareness 97. He's not the paciest, but his physicality, wait for him to get into the box and just cross onto him. And if you need a player to cross with, it's David Beckham, cross specialist, arguably the best card of Beckham in this game just because of pace. Almost gets to like very respectable numbers here. Dribbling is alright. Balance again, as you can see, it's not exceptional. I did my best with this build. There's like one defending point. You can give it to physical contact, or maybe even work out a way to improve, I don't know, dribbling maybe somehow. I mean, it's just really challenging, so you can go for aerial strengths here. And of course, another pack. This one, Showtime cards. You have 10 players. There's different ways that displaying the menus differently. There is a lot of fodder, of course, and I wouldn't say that there is value in this pack at all. Just another Showtime pack. It's just like they decided to make it a little bit more affordable, just because there's only 100 players. So if you're after a Hurricane card, I mean, it's just a mid card. He has obviously additional Showtime skill. Doue Simons. He's not him, unfortunately. And then, of course, Doue. Now, this is a nice card if you're working on finishing build. This is, by the way, from a different pack, but Jan Oblak is obviously the third player, is the card that is a decent goalkeeper, right? So goalkeeper gets, I think, direction defense skill and momentum dribbling for Simons and Kane over here. Unfortunately, there used to be an event where you get a free try in the player of the week pack, and rumor has it there is no event like that. So there is so many events. So European clubs, you're not getting a free try. Flamengo, you're getting a free try for Flamengo pack. This one you get player of the weeks from UCL. This one you get 50 coins, which is nice. And this one you get a booster. So no free try for regular player of the week pack. Interesting. Maybe Konami just decided to like skip it this time, or maybe that was intentional, or maybe not intentional, but that's not all. There is nominating contact, of course. There is a manager. I actually want to see what the manager is about. So link up play with Ronald Koeman, and he has that's 750 coins, that's expected. He gets a 2 additional players, Adama Traore and Luke de Jong, and Ronald Koeman is possession plus quick counter, and possession is 89 and quick counter is 88. He's improving low pass and heading, and he gives you aggressive center in A. It's a cross specialist onto Fox in the box, I guess, right? My mag is covering that. Yeah, this is just I wouldn't be going for this manager. I mean, it's just, I think it's not worth it, of course. Pep Guardiola, on the other hand, could be interesting, of course, just because possession is there and out wide, 2 different playstyles, and it's 89 for each playstyle. Yeah, I'm a little bit underwhelming in terms of managers, and I've been waiting for a good manager like this one. This one was decent, and like, look, Rijkaard gets 89 in quick counter out wide. It's just like possession, quick counter, very similar playstyles in a way because of high defensive lines. So I would have preferred, of course, him to get a long ball counter plus quick counter or possession playstyle compatibility. Speaking of another pack, this Flamengo pack is alright. We got 1 free card. This is celebrating their win in the domestic championship. We get a defensive midfielder, which is very nice. Is that Jorginho though? Wait a second, am I getting Jorginho? Yeah, like I already have a Jorginho card, of course, but this one is probably a little bit worse. Orchestrator, I have like Showtime card of Jorginho, which is nice. Obviously has the Brazilian roots, but he performs for national team of Italy. We have a reward for divisions. If you're getting into Division 1, well, I think you need to get to Division 1 in order to claim this card. So here is a build for Sandro Tonali. I think if it's an anchorman, he needs to get these stats in defending very high, but then out. I just don't think that's exceptional. Anchorman, because he's not the tallest, but it's a nice card to have. And of course, Konami is just like focusing now on Premier League players for some reason. There is the clutch players pack, nominating contract. I'm gonna be spending some of my nominating contracts. This is not necessarily improving your team, they're not the end game players, but it's just mostly collecting purposes. So you need like a Trossard card, or like you need a card of Maguire, and that's what Konami is offering you. And for the builds, James Milner looks like this. This is definitely not the end game card, but it's just James Milner, man. He is going to be setting a record of most caps in the Premier League very soon, hopefully. And yeah, it's just a card that I'm gonna be signing myself personally. Angel Correa, now that he is leaving to Argentina, I think, right? Is still usable. Harry Maguire. Now that Konami changed, like, I think that this is just tricky a little bit. Now that Konami changed the ways defenders perform, I need to test the gameplay in order to tell you how to train defenders, because like my previous builds on defenders, like they required like at least 88 pace to make it work. Obviously that Maguire in the previous update wouldn't have worked, but now maybe they just fix it and it's just more usable. Federico Chiesa. And there is Fratesi. These are like very underwhelming cards, of course, but for collecting purposes, just to have a card like that, it could be nice. This Gonzalo Ramos is not really him. And we have Rooney, and he is just a pace merchant, and that's pretty much it. There is Turkish Brazilian packs. I will be probably skipping them, not really like spending too much time talking about these cards, and that is pretty much it. So I think the value is in. I don't understand, why is it just blinking headliners? What does that mean? 10 player headliners. It's just like, is it a guaranteed one? Like, am I getting one? Product details. Special list warnings. I just don't understand. This is just like a new one. Like, why did they put that banner there? But yeah, so that's pretty much it for the packs and the players. I still think that the best value is in this campaign, and just don't need to rush and spend coins when you can enjoy. Maybe, hopefully, you can pick up a blitz Koller, Olise, or you can then continue scoring your penalties, right? And you get more rewards from that. So there's additional players in the penalty challenge. So let's try and score one. Hopefully, yeah. Oh, okay. I hit the post. Interesting. And there is more players added. So if you saved yours, you're in for a treat. My problem is that I really wanted that Rijkaard, and it feels like I'm never getting him just because there's more fodder for me to pull before Rijkaard or Desiree Doue. There is Shinji Okazaki, dummy runner, but a little bit underwhelming card in general. Like, his passing is low, and I want my dummy runner to be able to pass the ball. This Rijkaard is the card I want to get, and obviously Desiree Doue is the one that I would be excited to get to. So speaking of Desiree Doue, this is the card. Oh, let's see what is the additional skill. So Doue has blitz Koller Desiree Doue. Okay. So a blitz Koller skill is becoming more and more affordable. So back in the day, of course, now that I mean, I was very happy to pick Gareth Bale. It was a completely free-to-play card, of course, with a blitz Koller. Now it's pretty much shoved down your throat because you're eventually gonna be picking him if you're just scoring the goals. Desiree Doue with the blitz Koller, with the space numbers. This is nice, man. He's right-wing forward. I don't understand. I want to see the position. So he's right-footed, right? And his position is right-wing forward. So you will need to work on this card in order to play him as a left-wing forward so that he can cut inside and perform a blitz Koller. But that's still nice. And then, of course, some fodder cards, which, I mean, you would probably be discarding them, and Shinji Okazaki. So for Okazaki, this could be the build, in my opinion. I'm not really excited about getting this card. This Death Upamecano is just one of those cards that you probably got a dime a dozen. And Matteo Retegui, just a discardable material. Verbruggen as well. This is not the goalkeeper that will be starting for you. And that is pretty much it. There's so many players. I can barely understand what's happening here, but I think I covered everyone. And that is pretty much it for the update in terms of cards. I'm going to be testing the gameplay together with you live on stream. Make sure you join me, and I'll see you next one. Peace.